Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the House of Shred. My name is Brett. I put together this string of dirt boxes the other day, and I was like, you know what, I am going to find just a good, solid, rock, crunchy, medium to high gain sound out of one of these pedals to go with a clean amplifier. Namely, right now, it's a Fender Bassman 70 head. I think it's from 1976. Very clean at this volume. It's on like 2 maybe. And a nice mid-rangey amp. It sounds great with dirt boxes. So the Tube Screamer, I understand, is not a medium to high gain pedal, but I'm just going to use it to goose these pedals from time to time just to see what they do. Wasn't necessarily planning on doing a video. I was like, hey, man, you know, maybe people would dig this. And if we go through something and you hear something you like or see something you're curious about, let me know in the comments, and you know, maybe I can do a deep dive on something later on. All right, without further ado, you're going to hear the same riff a lot. I'm not going to use a loop or anything because every pedal feels different and you have to adjust to that and to get the most out of it, in my opinion. So here we go. Here's my clean sound. Very bell-like, piano-like kind of sound. All right, so we're going to start out with the BB Preamp. I got the gain here. Gain is like 3 o'clock. Treble and bass are turned up a little bit to get like a mid-scoop sort of sound. I'm going to have to mess with the volumes a little bit and keep track of it on my interface over here. So just going to try to keep everything leveled out. All right. So I'm going to let these ring for a little bit too so you can hear the decay. You know, sometimes you get weird artifacts and stuff that shows up as a notes fade out in these gain pedals. So we're gonna test for that too. So this one, I mean, as far as like playing sort of straightforward driving kind of stuff, it's kind of thin sounding. Maybe if I like crank the bass and turn the treble down, I can get that to change a little bit. Give it a little more volume, a little more juice. That sounds a lot better. Gonna whack the gain here. Let's see what it sounds like then. All right, so it's, I mean, some people might consider that high gain. I don't necessarily. For playing into a cranked up amplifier, like single channel clean amplifier, this is awesome for getting it to like to push it over the edge and get a really good heavy sound out of it. Just by itself, it's cool. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it as it is, and we'll go run through everything at the end. You'll be able to hear kind of side by side how it stacks up. All right. The next up is the Mesa Boogie Throttlebox. Unfortunately, the high-low gain switch on this pedal was broken when it came to me. I don't know if it happened in shipping or what, but such is life when you buy used stuff. Here's what this one sounds like. I'm going to turn the tone down, and I'm going to turn, let's see, mid-cut. We'll leave that kind of low because it does bring some body back. And but we're going to crank it up again a little bit. Here we go. that one's just never going to decay. That's nice. It does, yeah, I guess it's kind of supposed to be the rectifier kind of sound. You know, I have a rectifier, so and I think it does a pretty good approximation. In my opinion, it's connected to a bunch of cables. I have a Mesa Boogie V-Twin pedal over there. That really, these are competing against that, because that is a, in my opinion, a stellar pedal. Let's play a little more with the Throttlebox, just for kicks. All right. So even with the tone turned down, it's man, it's pretty bright. So I'd say maybe if you had a darker amplifier than this Bassman 70, maybe that would be a good option. And maybe I could turn the treble down on the amp and it would be a better fit. All right, moving on. The Rat pedal from ProcCo. Yeah. Oh man, we need some volume out of this sucker. Too loud. All right, here we go. Oh man, I can do better than that. So here's another one that's going into distortion with I'm using the Silhouette with the Snark tuner. I'm already the guy that uses too much reverb. God forbid if I'm the guy whose guitars I had to tune too, man, y'all are gonna murder me. A little bit more of the Rat. So it's got kind of a mushy sort of thing going on. A lot of people claim Rats are great with the distortion turned down. That's nice. It's definitely a lot more articulate. My problem with this kind of setting is this. There's something in there. I don't know if maybe there's something to this LM308 or whatever op amp that's in the good Rats that maybe doesn't do that. But this one does that, and I don't particularly dig that. If you're at distortions cranked up, you don't really notice, and it actually maybe is kind of part of the appeal. It just continues. It doesn't ramp off the way it does at lower gain settings. The grittiness just stays there. So, all right, that is what it is. I think I like it at lower gain settings for everything but the palm muted stuff. All right, let's try next the Metal Muff from Electro Harmonix. I'm turning the volume down on this because this is a loud ass pedal. And I kind of have the gain up sort of high. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because again, I'm just looking for kind of a rock sound. And the EQ is really sensitive. I'm going to put the mids back down to like right in the middle of the travel. Let's get a little more volume going. All right, here we go, and maybe a little more treble. Just give it a little more sizzle. into that singy distortion thing. All right, and even with the distortion down, there's still a lot of gain there. If you hear my dog barking in the background, I apologize. All right, let's play some more stuff with the metal muff. What am I playing here? I'm playing like fake Kickstart My Heart. And some sloppy ass shred. Oh, I also got accused of twang banging in another video's comment section, and I thought that was funny as crap. Twang banging. This guy's called House of Shred, and all I hear is reverb, out-of-tune guitar, and twang banging. I will bang no twang in this video. All right, so there's the metal muff. Here is the El Rey Dorado from Keeley, the Sun King. It's got two different modes, low and high. Right now it's on high. It's a little hot. We're going to turn it down just a little bit. Oh man, that sounds bitchin'. I'm going to turn the tone knob down a little bit. Oh man, that was a pentatonic scale. I'm banging twang again. All right, I know this is a fuzz pedal. Some people say it's a distortion. Some people say it's a fuzz. Usually don't think of this as trying to get like a sound that imitates an amplifier, but no rules. I just want a good crunchy rock sound. If I get that from a KitchenAid hand mixer, so be it. If I get it from a damn Barbie dream house, it's going on my board. So here we go. It's a little hot, and it sounds great, but because louder is better, but I gotta tame that. So a little bit loud, a little bit. Gino Maisano and the people at Electro Harmonix did an amazing job on this pedal. This sounds better than the original. I don't know. It's awesome. Sounds great with a tube screamer too. I know I didn't really tube scream any of these other pedals. Maybe we'll go back through and do that in a minute. So that's the Big Muff, the Green Russian reissue from Electro Harmonix. One of my favorite pedals ever. Probably in my top 10. This, I call this the Tomb. I'm TMB. I'm threatening to go put a little silver O in there because I always think Tomb when I see this. This is a clone of a Marshall Shredmaster that I built painstakingly. Let's hear it. I love this pedal. I've gigged with this pedal tons of times. It's typically my go-to for this kind of thing. All right, so let's go back through and let's tube scream each one of these pedals. Let me pick something else to play that sounds kind of familiar or like something you might not blow your brains out over. Whatever. I'm just gonna play some stuff. All right. All right. BB Preamp doesn't do all that much with a tube screamer. Throttle B. Okay, yeah, probably not necessary. All right, the Rat. Yeah, you know, that's kind of cool because you could leave the Rat low, so maybe you could even get away with turning your volume knob down. Turn it up to have like a medium gain thing. And then tube scream it for like a heavy thing. That's not a bad option. That's kind of cool. The metal muff. Oh, let's hear the metal muff a little bit, shall we? Let's turn up a little bit. It's got kind of a mushy sort of vibe. The cool thing about the metal muff is that it's got a noise gate, so you can... And if you play your cards right and your guitar right, you can get it to where... I gotta turn my volume knob down. Sometimes it'll start to stutter. And the gate kicks on and off. I can't get it to happen. But the gate kicks on and off really fast, and it's really cool. It's like an effect in and of itself. All right, let's try the El Rey Dorado with the tube screamer. Man, that thing sounds good. How's that for sustain, biatch? That's definitely a contender. The Big Muff we heard a little bit with the tube screamer, but let's do it again anyway. As far as like low end goes, it crushes. Well, I don't know. Let's see. The Metal Muff might win in terms of low end if I turn the bass up. The EQ on this thing is really serious. All right, Big Muff with the Tube Screamer. The Tomb, or the Marshall Shredmaster, as it were. I'm sitting at a weird angle. I'm like kneeling next to the camera, so it's a guitar playing's a little bit of a chore right now, but I think you get the picture. All right, so I'm gonna run back through. I'm just gonna play the same riff on each pedal, so we can hear them all back to back. You know, I've got the GDMFing tuner on my headstock here, and I'm making you listen to me go bong bong woo 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 woo. All right, so I'm gonna play some Pearl Jam for you on the way out with each one of these pedals. My head to look at the input on the thing. So this has been 25 minutes of me yammering on, playing sloppily, and going through these pedals. My verdict, I feel like the back row is a lot more capable than the front row for this, front row, Raggy, for this particular purpose. I think the Keeley probably is the most kind of present, and you would you would hear that thing, you know, in a band. The Big Muff's got the most bass. Maybe for this particular application, not really what I would go for, but I typically have it on my board for Big Muff sounds, you know. And then the TMB has been my ride or die for a long time. I'm in drop D. So, whatever. I think for this purpose, I'm probably going to go with the Keeley. Like I said, if you guys want any kind of a deep dive on any of these, drop me a comment, let me know. I went ahead and got too much reverb set up, so just for the hell of it, you know. Okay, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you feel like you like it. Dislike if you feel like you dislike it. If you dislike it, comment and tell me why. You can even be a total a-hole about it, which is fine. I just want the feedback. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. I apologize for kind of being absent for a long time and not really putting anything up for those of you who are subscribed. It was the holidays were hell here at the house of Shred. I mean, I caught some noob playing whole notes. There, he had like 8 of the damn things tied together, like he's like acting like David Gilmour or something. And I sentenced him to playing the damn banjo for a month. So it was bad. I mean, it took me a long time to recover from, but I had to do a lot of twang banging to make up for it. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? Cheers, guys. Thank you.